Okay. And what's the ultimate goal in the new bylaw? What does the city really want to accomplish? Like,
I think if I looked at it, to me, what it's doing is I consider a short-term rental like anything else. It's a business. It's putting a business license on something. It's ensuring that business license is playing on the same playing field as the other accommodation spaces are in our city. But what I like about the licensing is you have to meet the requirements. If you don't meet the requirements, then you get pulled. And I think a good example of that, you and I talked a little bit about the rental license that's there. With a rental license, you get an inspection.
Yep.
If you don't have a 6'6" ceiling height, the chances of you getting your rental license probably goes way down.
Yep.
But right now, when we look at things like our Airbnb policy, because we didn't have a policy, you didn't need to meet those requirements. You just needed to put up a spot for short-term rentals, and you could get around that. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's meeting some of those accommodation pieces that we would consider to be important.
Have you guys had any pushback from the hotels about short-term rentals? Like, I'm assuming that Airbnb and vacation rental by owner, as I'm saying this, I'm kind of, I don't really think it would affect them that much. And I'll maybe explain that a little. Like, if I want to rent a house, I'm probably not looking to rent a hotel room, right?
Yeah.
So, but I would assume that the big hotel chains, I mean, they can't like Airbnb and vacation rental by owner, right? Like they just can't, because I guess it does eat up some of their business, right?
It does. I think where you find it gets it, and I'm going to use this September coming in as a prime example. As we have students come back in to London to go to Western, a lot of those first-year students, their parents come with them. Right now, a lot of those parents would stay in a hotel.
Yep.
Given the choice, Airbnb and other short-term accommodation are all there for options. And because they're there for options, does it pull a little bit from the hotels? I think so. I don't think the hotels are concerned about people playing in the same sandbox as they are. They just want them to meet the same criteria as they have to do for that room.
Yeah. Because I guess, when you think about it, I mean, obviously a hotel, they get inspected. I mean, they have to have sprinklers, fire extinguisher. Like they're scrutinized because it's a controlled market. You 100%. Could say, right? Like you can't just open up a hotel and do whatever you want, right?
Correct.
Here's the checklist. Work your way through.
And that's what the licensing will give us.
Yeah.
On a short-term rental. And I think I do think that's a really important piece. Because as much as we want this, and as much as we want to assume that people take the precautionary steps that they need to, we just find that going out and doing those face-to-face meetings and looking at it gives us an opportunity to address some of those concerns moving forward.